Hey guys, Ghost Echo here, back with another EVE Online video. I'm just going to do a quick video today to show you my 3-character fleet that I use for gas huffing. Um,
Drive active.
so, what I've got here is my boosting Gnosis, which is kind of a stupid fit. In the highs, I've actually got 5 Syndicate scoops, and I've got a Mining Foreman Burst 2 with Mining Laser Optimization Charge, which speeds up the cycle time of all of my fleet's gas cow scoops by 26%. It's insane. It's fast. Anyways, I'm just going to let you see how it works. I command my entire fleet with this one ship, and I fleet warp them all. The only thing I have to do is go into each character and actually target the cloud. So what I do is I target a cloud, warp fleet, and now all of my characters are going to all warp to the cloud at the same time. And once I'm on the cloud, I'll zoom out here so I can see what's going on. So obviously I want to target the cloud, and then turn on my boost, turn on my 5 scoops, and give it a scan to see how many units are left. So there's 1258. Watch how fast this fleet chews through this. Now I'll cycle through all my other characters and put their scoops on. So now all scoops are on this cloud, which is beautiful. What I've got is I've got the Gnosis, which I'm boosting in, that I showed you. Another character has a Prospect with 2 Syndicates, and another character is a Venture with 2 Syndicates. The other Prospect has 12,500 meters cubed, of mining hold, so it mines fast, but it's also the runner. So I'll jettison cargo to that one and run it back and forth to the station. That's it. That's the setup here. Now we're just going to chew through this really quick and make lots of ISK. The nice thing about Syndicate scoops is they're very fast. The cycle times on them is very good. The yield on them is very good, and also they have no waste. They have no residue, so you get every single unit of gas that's on this site will get. And with my boost, I'm getting minus 26.3% to mining modules duration and capacitor use, which is amazing. The duration is the only thing we care about for this huffing fleet. So my 3 ships that I'm using are all mining 26% faster because I'm boosting with this Gnosis, and the Gnosis is pulling, I'm getting 9 cubic meters per second, so 9, 18, 20, 30, 45, so 4.5 cubic meters per second is pretty good. I'm getting basically a unit of gas every 2 seconds, and a unit of gas is worth 84,400 ISK. That's multiplied by 3, so 816.24. So basically 242,000 ISK every 2 seconds, if my math is correct, which it's probably not. I really wish I had a probe launcher on one of these ships. I could have probably fitted on my Venture, and I'm not sure why I didn't, to be honest. There's some new signatures since I scanned the system down, and I'm just sitting here wasting time instead of being able to do something like that. It would have been very beneficial to have a probe launcher if you can fit it on your huffer for when you're just sitting doing nothing. Seeing as I don't, I will sit and do nothing and go make a coffee, and hopefully I don't come back to 3 frozen corpses and $1 billion worth of expensive mining modules down the drain. Okay, so now my Gnosis, the cargo hold on it is very limited because it's not actually a mining ship, and in the fitting, what I had to do was put cargo hold optimizations in the rigs, as well as 4 expanded cargo hold 2s in the lows, while keeping inertial stabilizers to keep my align time sub 3 seconds, which gives me 3,938 cubic meters of space. That's not a whole lot of gas with the amount of scoops I'm running and with the boost I'm getting. So what I do is I will jettison these, and I scoop them up with my Prospect character, which has a humongous cargo hold, mining hold, and that's that. That's how I handle the low cargo space of this particular ship. Okay, so I'm back from clearing out that nebula, and what I ended up with was 5,352 units of amber mycocerocin. So I've put it in the mining hold of my porpoise, and what I'm going to do with it now is I'm going to jump out to a compression perch that I've made in this system, and I'm going to compress the gas to get it ready to move to JITA. So in my locations, I've labeled it appropriately compression perch. So I'm going to warp to 0 on that.
Warp drive active.
And the way I've got my modules set up on this porpoise is I've got my industrial core. I'm only using a Tech 1 because all I use it for is compression. And I don't believe the tech level of the module has anything to do with compression efficiency or anything like that. So I've just got a Tech 1 on here. I have it set to not auto repeat. So what I do is I get to my perch, I run it once, and then I have my compressors to auto repeat. And what happens is I get 2 cycles out of this for the 1 cycle of this. Not that it ever matters, but if I'm ever in a fleet, it could matter. So now I'm on my perch, which is well out of the way, as you can see very faintly on the map here. It's not in D-scan range of anything else. So I'll hit the module, I will hit the compressor, I will compress my gas, and boom. And this kind of gas is actually worth more compressed than it is raw, so that's kind of amazing. So now that that's all done, I sit here and I wait for the timer to burn down on the industrial core, and then I'll warp back to station and I will load it into my hauler. Okay, now I'm back in the station after compressing my gas, and what I use to move it, stupidly enough, is an endurance that I call the Huff Bus for obvious reasons. So I'm going to take the compressed gas that I just compressed and drop it into the mining hold here where I already had a pile. And as you can see, I have just over 1 billion ISK in compressed fuel, and I still have room for more. You could jam between the mining hold and the cargo hold in this thing. I'm pretty sure you could squeeze 2 billion into this. I'm not sure what my appetite for trying to do that is, but I will show you the fit of this ship now to show you why I am comfortable using it as a gas mover. You'll probably think it's pretty stupid. I think it's pretty great. So I'm gonna I'll board the ship and I'll show you the fit. So what I've got going on here in the lows, I have 2 small friction nozzle joint Tech 2s. Sorry, the rigs, not the lows. In the lows, I have 3 inertial stabilizer Tech 2s. In the mid slots, I've got a small shield extender too. I've got 2 of those. I've got a compact micro warp drive and a medium compact shield extender. In the highs, I have a core probe launcher, a sister's version, because why not? I've got a salvager, also because why not? And I've got a prototype cloaking device. So I have, on this ship, I have the micro warp drive cloak trick that I can do. I have 2-second align, which is amazing, and I have the cargo space, and I'm able to hide. I'm able to warp to a perch and hide somewhere or sit it out if I have to. I've never been blown up in it yet. Today would be a bad day to have that happen, but let's get this stuff to market. So I'm just on my way back with my endurance. We made it to JITA and sold our gas here. As you can see, I got 1.074 billion ISK for 11,285 units of compressed amber mycocerocin. Happy days. It was a good day for sure. That was actually I guess 2 evenings worth of gas huffing with my fleet of 3. And I believe it was a Diablo Nebula. We cleared out 1 per night. So it's good ISK, and the force multiplier of multiboxing is insanity.